Tom, what's going on, brother? Avery.
Hey, what's up, Avery? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for taking the time for the interview. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, of course. Thank you.
No problem, man. Just want to start at the beginning if I could. I was reading in your bio that you originally signed to Timbaland's Beat Club, record label back in the early 2000s. Tell me
Yeah.
tell me about that. How'd you originally meet him and how'd you get the chance to work on his label?
Um, that came through a local production company I was working with at the time, and just shopping the situation really. And with him heard it, he was like, "Yo, don't take this anywhere else. Like, I need this."
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we ended up doing a meeting that night, and the rest is history from there.
Yeah. And did you ever create any music with him while you were there?
Yeah, I did a couple songs though. A
Yeah.
couple great songs actually.
Oh, really?
But they haven't seen their light of day really.
Yeah.
Because naturally we moved on from that situation, and so.
Mhm. Okay. I was reading that after that didn't work out with Beat Club. You took a job at a deli and used the money to make promo CDs and had them out in the streets. Tell me about that whole
Yeah.
situation and what was kind of going through your head at the time. Did you ever think you would make it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's really never been the question. It's just how, where, what's the best situation for me, and and how to make that happen really.
Mhm.
So yeah, I did a lot of things, man, from working in the funeral home to the deli to just a bunch of things to really make sure I kept my head above water first and foremost, but really just to like regroup, get back to the grind, to the bare minimum, and just get back to making music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in that time, I was handing out promo discs and all that stuff, literally in traffic in the city, like play this in Manhattan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So within a couple minutes, I heard my CD being played out in traffic in the cars. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
there it is. And then within a couple weeks, those CDs actually reached a couple people's hands and some of the officers up there. So, that's how Nelly had gotten one of my discs as well.
Okay.
And so it just made sense, man. It was the thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually going to ask you about Nelly and how you originally met him. So, tell me about, after he heard your music, what was your first meeting like, and what did he say to you? Did he want to work with you and all that?
Yeah, actually, I got a call from him, and I was like, hello? Who's this?
Mhm.
It's like, hey, what up, man? Nelly. I was like, oh shit, okay, what's going on? So we got into this conversation. He's like, I heard this stuff, and see, what happened was he, a mutual friend of ours at Harlem actually gave him one of the discs, right?
Mhm.
So what happened was he had given him music, and he was like, I'm not sure he told him who I was or where I came from and all that stuff yet. He was like, I like this, I like that, I like what I heard when you got some pictures. So dude brought him some pictures, and he left him a trailer at the video shoot. And so when Nelly came in the trailer, he looked at the pictures, like, I want the pictures of the dude singing those songs.
Yeah.
He's like, that's him. He's like, no way. He's like, I'm telling you, that's it. So sure enough, he called me. He was like, I want you to come down to Atlanta this weekend, whatever, blah, blah. So I went down to Atlanta and met with them, and he was like, yo, sing something. And when I sang, he was like, damn, that's you for real. So, we ended up working, like, right then and there. I did some stuff for Murph. I did a few things, and, the rest was pretty much history. And, I gotta just say, like, coming from New York, it's a lot of egos and such, when you go into certain settings and certain, I guess, family settings, you know what I'm saying? Like when you got a crew in one studio or stuff like that, you can pretty much, and it's not just New York, I don't want to sound like that, but, you can pretty much feel, especially in a crew environment, like the egos in the room and things like that. So, but when I walked in the room with them, it wasn't like that. It was kind of like fresh in. And I was like, damn, that kind of like threw me a little bit. So, that was also part of the attraction as well, is that everybody was just real people,
Yeah, cool. I want to take it back a little, to your beginnings in music. What do you think originally drew you to, R&B and to want to, sing that genre of music?
Just the fact that you could feel
Yeah.
these people's voices. You understand what I'm saying? From Stevie to even somebody like the Phil Collins or even Johnny. I'm just trying to think of like old stuff, from Marvin to Stevie to, I was exposed to a lot of different genres of music from country on down the line, right?
Mhm.
So, but with soul music and such and R&B, it's that you truly feel what's being said, you can feel sometimes the voice before you even hear the voice. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that really, I connected with that in a whole other level. Now, I play instruments and stuff like that. I've been drumming and all that all my life. But it's just something to be able to create a song and sing it to where it's actually moving. You know what I mean? Or it can capture somebody. You know, that I think is awesome for real.
Yeah, cool. You know, in this industry, it's so tough to make it, and you know, something I've always noticed about you is your voice is really unique, and you have a really unique style. You know, you think that's something that helps differentiate you from others?
Yeah, definitely. I think that in itself has kind of been like a, you know, it separates me, and it also can say to the people who are trying to figure me out, like, damn, what is this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, absolutely, it separates me, and you know, I just do my own thing anyway. For real, bro. You know, it's like I don't, I kind of pride myself on not doing what the next man's doing.
Yeah.
You know, so the fact that my voice is unique and doesn't sound like anybody else, I think that just adds to what it is that I do. Cause I don't do what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, you know, I want to talk to you about now your debut album, Shotgun Love, which has, you know, been rumored to be releasing for a while now. Talk to me, you know, what the status is on that.
Actually, right now, wrapping it up, I am of the mindset that, you know, if I don't, I'm going to be continuously working on it until the day that I have to lock the door and can't do anything else to it, you know?
Yeah.
So while I have the time, and you know, this is something that, like you said, I've been working on, so it's not like I'm not just going to throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be done right in order for me to feel comfortable enough to do it. And, you know, that's really what I'm working all out right now. And, you know, with, you know, finishing it up and mixing and mastering and stuff like that, it's done. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, until the last minute, I'm always going to be, you know, changing and swapping out. But we're coming later this year. You know, and I'm super excited for it, man. I think it's what the game is missing right now. I think, like you said, you know, I found how I sound like me, and I'm doing me. And so in Shotgun Love, it's really like a full, you kind of get it now. You know, like, damn, okay, I see where a song like Supermodel comes from, and I also see where a song like, you know, Don't Do It comes from, which is on the internet or on my mixtape. You know, I see where all that comes from, you know, and I get it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Shotgun Love, and I think that, you know, it's going to be received well. I think the stuff that I've been doing, people have been really, you know, responding to it positively, you know, in a great way, receiving it well. And so, you know, I think Shotgun Love is just going to be that much better.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah, I look forward to that as well. You know, I've been anticipating that album, so, you know, I hope it comes soon.
Thanks, man. No, definitely.
Cool. And, you know, tell me what the title Shotgun Love means to you.
Well, Shotgun Love, in my opinion, we as people, we have to deal with what is the brutal honesty of reality, the gritty truth, which is represented by the shotgun, right? And then we all aspire to, you know, greater things. We want to be better. We want to know everything is cool. We want that comfort, that security in life, you know, and that's represented by the love. And so we have to find the common ground between us and kind of walk that tightrope, right, between the two polarities. And so really Shotgun Love is finding that middle ground between these two polarities that we as humans kind of struggle with in life.
Yeah.
And walking that road, walking that line.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's what that is, you know?
Cool. You know, I want to ask you, you've been in this industry, you know, since the early 2000s. And, you know, you've really yet to, you've had mixtapes, but you have yet to release, you know, a solo album. You know, has that ever been frustrating for you? You know, has there ever been a point where you almost wanted to give up?
You know what? I think there's ups and downs with everything. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that this industry, it's not for the weak. I don't want to say the weak, but I guess for lack of a better word, weak-skinned, and you know, it can be tough. You know, so but I think anything worth having in life, you know, it's gonna have its ups and downs. If it comes too easy come, easy go. But you know, there's always a discouraging factor in anything we do. You know, it's about overcoming that. You know, there's a lot of people with great talent that you hear stories about, like they're super dope, but they just never, that's because they gave up or whatever. obstacles became too much, and they just decided to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is what I do. It's a blessing. And I've held my own projects back. You know what I'm saying? Myself.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I didn't come this far for it not to be done right. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of factors. But to answer your question, yes and no. You know what I'm saying? There are times, of course, because it's always an uphill. It's always an uphill battle.
Mm-hmm.
From the shopping process to the open mic, whatever it is. There could have been discouraging points and times throughout the process, of course. But overall, in general, no.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I follow you on Twitter. I've been reading the updates about how, the tour you've been going on with Nelly currently. Tell me about how that's been.
Oh man, that's been awesome, really. The crowds have been crazy. We've been doing, arenas and coliseums and all types of different venues. And we just got back from Canada. So we're supposed to be in Japan right now.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, due to the circumstances over there, there was no travel to Japan happening.
Yeah.
But so that actually gave me a couple of days. I came back to New York and just get time at some loose ends, and then I leave this Friday for Australia.
Okay.
But the tour has been awesome, man. The response has been great. The people, like I said, they're receiving my music well. They're responding. It's like been a fantastic journey so far, for real.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Another question. You've had a lot of collaborations over the years, and aside from Nelly, is there one collaboration that stands out to you as the most fun or the best experience?
I like working with Ross, of course.
Yeah.
I actually did the Wale song that I did with him, The Power.
Yep.
I like to be with the artist in the studio because what happens organically is usually is always what is the winner. Of course, I mean the one that will always stand out to me is the Biggie. The Biggie record on the Biggie West and Nasty Girl. Because that was like a dream of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Especially being from this area and being a Biggie fan all my life, and having that opportunity was just something that is kind of immeasurable.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Cool. As someone who writes, on all of their songs, can you tell me your writing process from start to finish?
You want to know how I do it, though? It depending on what producer I'm working with, the producer that understands me and says I got some fire, and we have that relationship, and I say, okay, I know what you mean, and just load it up, and I'm going in the booth. And I've never heard it before. They just start recording, and I just start singing.
Oh wow!
And that's how the songs come about.
Yeah. So you don't write anything down in advance?
No.
Okay.
I used to do that. But now, like I said, it all goes back to the organic factor, I guess. Like when I just hear it, it kind of just comes out.
Yeah.
And whatever comes out is 9.9 out of 10 times better than what I sit there and think about to write. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just happens, and it naturally happens with that music, so it's kind of a marriage,
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
That's what it best describe it, because I don't write anything, I don't give it much thought, I just go and do it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just one last question for you. As someone who's an Italian American, have you ever found any difficulty succeeding in this genre that's dominated by African Americans?
No. I think if anything, it's been like a wow factor.
Yeah.
Because when people hear my music, they don't think I look the way I look.
Yeah.
And then when they meet me, they're like, damn, really?
Yeah.
And then when they find out you're Italian, like, what the hell is this? You know? So I think it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of hit those people a little bit.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That's all the questions I had for you. Is there anything you'd like to add?
That's what you, man. Other than I really appreciate you taking the time, man. I definitely appreciate your support, bro. I know you've been supporting me, and I feel that. I see that. I appreciate that very much, and I you taking out the time to interview me and this whole thing. I appreciate it, man, for real.
Yeah, no problem, man. I wish you the best of luck, with this new album and everything, and I look forward to hearing it, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
All right, man. No problem. Take care.
All right, man.
All right.
Stay up. Thank you.